We're gonna do the tie-dye portion of our family day kit. You would have picked up a kit, and there's 3 different projects where we're going to deal with the tie-dye. So we're gonna take out our splatter and our clay and put it aside. Now, we're just going to be using the 3 colors. The other 2 are for the splatter paint. You will have done some preparation at home before you started this. It'll be on the instructions in your kit. You'll be adding water. I need some water. We'll be adding water to our dyes to dilute them. Inside you'll find your piece of cloth that hopefully will already dampen. Got it wet, not soppy wet. We need it to be so that it's moist enough to manipulate and for the colors to soak in a bit. So also you'll find your gloves, important gloves. Even though the paint that we are using today will wash off, no problem, off your hands. If you spill while it's wet, it cleans up fabulously, no problem. So we're watering down our dyes. Now, these are acrylic paints and we're adding as much water as you want. If you want a bright tie-dye, you add just a bit of water. If you want more pastel colors, add a bit more, add more. It's all up to you. You can never go wrong with anything with tie-dye. Sometimes the mistake is the best thing. So I'm going to show you the spiral, which is one of my favorite things to do. Okay. You're all set. We're gonna do the spiral from a better angle. We're gonna start in the middle with your fork, or you can use your fingers if you don't have a fork. Pinch away, start twisting, create these pleats, nice tight pleats. And you want to remember not to hide the fabric. You want to keep it flat. So feel free to keep the folds going. And then keep the spiral happening. Keeping those pleats moving around the center. Creating a spiral. There we go. Nice and tight. Take my fork out. This time I'm going to use a string and I'm going to tie it around. Okay. I don't have my gloves on this time, but it's okay. I'm going to wash off this paint with water right afterwards. But it wouldn't hurt to use your gloves. So remember, start with your light colors. And I'm going to use some of my red to blend into my yellow to make some oranges. Oh, and I did forget to put it on some newspaper too. I'm sorry, I should have done that. Or else the paint kind of swirls around and you don't want that. You want a nice absorbent surface. Even there, it's pretty liquidy, but I'm going to turn it around now and do the other side. Starting in the center, get all the way to the center. See the colors blending and making oranges. How much fun is that? Now, even if I made a blip of color over here, it's not going to make a problem because accidents do not, it's not a real thing in the tie-dye world. You cannot make a mistake. Okay, there we go, everybody. Now we just have to wait till it dries before we open. before we open it. That's the hardest part, just to be patient. But when you open it up, you will end up with one of our beautiful squares, and hopefully you will make a flag, or you can make a headscarf, or even a face covering. Be creative. Make a protest sign. We also have elastic bands that we could tie off like the traditional tie-dyes, where you put a marble in the center and you bind it off like this. But I'm going to show you the next step really quickly before we end this video. I am going to show you the beautiful pleat fold. That is taking our square, folding it once, folding it again, and making nice, simple, precise pleats. Tie it off with your string or elastics, whichever you choose. And then we will paint it again, starting with your light colors so that they don't fade away in the background. Now we want you to create whatever you want. You fold it however you want. Be creative. Learn how to paint your own clothes. Send us pictures. We want to see it all. But don't forget to do the other side. And thank you, everyone. Thanks for being part of our Family Day celebration.